Welcome to Animals House, everyone. Today we're going to take a look at a PG12 grapple that attaches to a set of Frontier pallet forks. We're going to show how easy it is to disassemble it and show two different ways to do it. Let's get started. So the PG12 pallet fork is basically just an add-on grapple. And so what you're looking at is this is your core pallet fork here, and then this is just the grapple add-on attachment. So I want to show how you can take that on and off. It's super simple if you've got an impact. It goes really fast. So basically you got your hydraulics set up in the back. I'm going to make a different video on what you need to do to, or well, what you can do if you want to set up your hydraulics. But you just need to get your hydraulics separated and disconnected. And then from there, you're essentially looking at just taking these bolts right here are attached to a plate that goes in the back of the pallet fork frame. And once you take these bolts out and that little plate disconnects, then you can tip this forward, then allows you to lift it up, and that's it. So let's take a look at the back real quick. We will show you how to take those bolts out. So here's a good look at that plate. So we've got lock nuts on there. They're actually a little bit short. I'm surprised they weren't a little bit longer. And you don't even need to hold on the other side because this plate is threaded. So these are essentially just like a second tightening mechanism. They're threaded right into there. So at this point, we're still not loose. So now I'm just gonna go on the other side and run them out the other way. All right, so now I've got that back set of lock nuts off. I'm just gonna take these off, and as soon as I get this loose, I gotta hold on to that plate because that thing's gonna get loose and fall on me. So there it is. So there is your plate. It's threaded. It's 1/2-inch bolts, and right now we are loose. So if we wanted to, at this point, we could just tip this forward and muscle it off, and less time, and just make it all work. I want to show you, so that's one option. I want to show you another option where if you want to have smaller weight pieces and you want to disassemble it a little bit, you can do it that way too. So at this point we are free, and one of the things we could do to take it off is we could just push this forward and we could lift it up, and now we're free. Okay, so I'm going to set that back down on there. And if you don't want to do that, I mean, I'm a big guy, and I'm still questioning whether or not it's smart to grab something like this and just torque it around and do what you got to do. Sometimes time is of the essence, and that's what you need to do, or you got two people. There's another way to take it apart that's even easier, so I'm going to show you that process. All right, so what we're looking to do to start here is we're just going to take this pin and we're going to pull this out. This is just your travel pin. It keeps it locked into the upright position. So we'll take that out of there, and then we're going to take this ram, this hydraulic ram, and we're going to get that disconnected just by popping this pin out, and then I'm going to pull this pin out. Then that's going to allow me to set down freely, and now I've got the ram that if I wanted to, I could disconnect these hoses, take this ram off, and then that's one piece. I could pull this pin right here and grab this piece as a second trip, and then I would have my base as a third trip. So, if you want to take a little more time and have a little less physical exertion as far as lifting something heavier, or do it by yourself if you don't have a helper, you've got that option. Otherwise, if you've got a second hand or you're capable of grabbing that thing and hauling around, on and off, get her done. So if you like the episode, please click, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next episode of Animals House.